When UNEP began the green economy work 3 years ago, few would have imagined how quickly this idea would capture the imagination of the international community. Today it is one of the central themes of the Rio conference, the green economy in the context of sustainable development and poverty eradication. It is not an alternative ideology, but rather a way to scale up and accelerate the implementation of Agenda 21 and the Rio principles.
I think the challenge and the opportunity before all of us is how we can transform our industrial system of economy, which is more than 2 centuries old, effectively.
It raises living standards, it provides opportunities, and it shows very clearly that there's absolutely no contradiction between looking after our planet, looking after our environment, and overcoming poverty.
Our Green Economy report, Towards a Green Economy, demonstrates that greening is not a drag on growth, but rather a new engine for growth. That it is not a cost to jobs, but rather a means to new and decent jobs.
Some of the most promising innovation is happening in the area of clean energy technology. Technology that's creating jobs and making sure our planet is a healthier place to live that we can pass on to future generations.
The goals of sustainable development can only really be met if we actively engage a green economy.
The green economy movement is very important now in order to get to appropriately value nature and the services from nature that we have taken for granted.
The green economy in the future will happen in a world which is resource and carbon constrained. The business community has realized this and has entered into a green race.
The green economy, the low-carbon economy, that represents the next industrial revolution.
是大力发展绿色经济，积极发展低碳经济和循环经济，研发和推广气候友好技术。
El desarrollo sustentable es aquel donde puede haber crecimiento económico y combate a la pobreza, y al mismo tiempo reducción de emisiones y combate al cambio climático.
We will need to innovate, we will need to come up with solutions, and we will need to work together to find this green economy.
The consumer understands that we are already using more resources currently than we have available, that there are 2 billion more people coming.
This is the wave of the future, this is what young people want, and this is what our economists must seek competitive advantage on in the coming years.
I believe very strongly that we should not contradict between the necessity of achieving economic growth and the obligation to protect the environment.
Indeed, the way to go for the world in resolving the challenges of climate change and the entire problems of environment is to go the green economy.
The goals of sustainable development can only really be met if we actively engage a green economy.
We now understand, with the help of this report, that preserving our environment, investing in our environment, is one of the best possible investments we can make.
The green economy is an idea whose time has come. The challenge before us as environmental leaders now is to try and articulate this idea in terms that can help to achieve in Rio a result that leads to implementation. Addressing capacity building, financing and technology transfer in a supportive international environment to assist countries who wish to proceed down this pathway is the challenge that we all have to work on in the coming days, months and year.